Betty White, age 99 years old, died in 2021. Bob Barker, age 99 years old, died in 2023. Alex Trebek, age 80 years old, died in 2020. Tina Turner, age 83 years old, died in 2023. Aretha Franklin, age 76 years old, died in 2018. Burt Reynolds, age 82 years old, died in 2018. Paul Newman, age 83 years old, died in 2008. Sidney Poitier, age 94 years old, died in 2022. Cicely Tyson, age 96 years old, died in 2021. Sean Connery, age 90 years old, died in 2020. James Caan, age 82 years old, died in 2022. Alan Arkin, age 89 years old, died in 2023. William Hurt, age 71 years old, died in 2022. Raquel Welch, age 82 years old, died in 2023. Christopher Plummer, age 91 years old, died in 2021. Angela Lansbury, age 96 years old, died in 2022. Larry King, age 87 years old, died in 2021. Regis Philbin, age 88 years old, died in 2020. Tony Bennett, age 96 years old, died in 2023. Stephen Sondheim, age 91 years old, died in 2021. Loretta Lynn, age 90 years old, died in 2022. Kenny Rogers, age 81 years old, died in 2020. Olivia Newton-John, age 73 years old, died in 2022. Meatloaf, age 74 years old, died in 2022. Jimmy Buffett, age 76 years old, died in 2023. Bob Saget, age 65 years old, died in 2022. Ray Liotta, age 67 years old, died in 2022. Carl Weathers, age 76 years old, died in 2024. Barbara Walters, age 93 years old, died in 2022. Harry Belafonte, age 96 years old, died in 2023. Phyllis Diller, age 95 years old, died in 2012. Joan Rivers, age 81 years old, died in 2014. Betty Ford, age 93 years old, died in 2011. Nancy Reagan, age 94 years old, died in 2016. Jimmy Carter, age 99 years old, died in 2024. Rosalind Carter, age 96 years old, died in 2023. Muhammad Ali, age 74 years old, died in 2016. Bill Russell, age 88 years old, died in 2022. Larry Storch, age 99 years old, died in 2022. Cloris Leachman, age 94 years old, died in 2021. Hal Holbrook, age 95 years old, died in 2021. Ed Asner, age 91 years old, died in 2021. Gene Wilder, age 83 years old, died in 2016. Leonard Nimoy, age 83 years old, died in 2015. Doris Day, age 97 years old, died in 2019. Carl Reiner, age 98 years old, died in 2020. Kirk Douglas, age 103 years old, died in 2020. Burt Bacharach, age 94 years old, died in 2023. Jerry Lee Lewis, age 87 years old, died in 2022.